We bring you sports now on the AM show with me, Muftau Nabila Abdullah. The Black Princesses have begun their journey to the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. It started with a 2-2 draw. However, the Black Stars, they are already there. And if you want to experience the senior national team participate in the 2026 FIFA World Cup, Latina Travel and Tour is the only agency you would have to engage for this year's Global Football Festival. Latina Travels is taking Ghana to the biggest global festival event on the planet, happening in America, Canada, and Mexico. So your Latina Travels package, they are available for $3,990. You will secure your ticket, your accommodation, your visa, and every single thing that you need, including exclusive business networking opportunities, plus travel insurance. With that $3,990. So call them on 0244-026-789 or just walk to their office at Northridge, Alisa Hotel, and have a conversation, and your spot will be secured. Guess what? Without a ticket, you will not be able to secure a visa. So the only right place for you to go is to go to Alisa Hotel, meet Latina Travel and Tour, and you secure a ticket. They are already engaging the Ghana Football Association to give them some tickets. The FA is giving them about 1,000 tickets. So just go and speak to them and then get a ticket, and your visa will be on your way so that you can travel to the FIFA World Cup. Now let's talk about the Black Princesses. They secured a 2-2 draw against South Africa in the first leg of their qualification phase to the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. My colleague Lawrence Bedu watched the game and has more in this report.
The mood in the Black Princesses camp at the moment is one of disappointment following their draw against South Africa. A 2-2 draw at the Accra Sports Stadium means that the Black Princesses will now have to do it the hard way when they travel to Johannesburg to face South Africa in the reverse fixture of their World Cup third round qualifiers. For head coach Charles Sampson, who saw his side twice take the lead at the Accra Sports Stadium, he's hoping to go into the reverse fixture and correct the wrong things that his team did in the opening game.
What went wrong, difficult to say it, so I can just say that we lost a little bit of concentration when we came back from the recess. And then we are not brave enough when they had ball around our penalty area that we could come out of the line, and that cost us. And of course, a team like South Africa that came home here and then get this sort of goal, it gives them some energy. I think when you look at the whole game, that is where we lost it a little bit, but then we picked it up again. Statistically, I think we are almost like 65%. We had the ball almost 65% than them. So our aim is to qualify, and then thankfully the games are not only one. It's not only today. We have another game. So this is the first half of it. So of course we will play home and away. They came here, they got maybe what they wanted. Now we have to go there and get what we want to be able to go further. So we'll do everything we can and make sure that we go to Johannesburg and qualify to the next round.
For Ivy Owusu, the squad will go into the reverse fixture in South Africa with their heads held high in hopes of qualifying into the next round.
I would say all hope is not lost. This is the time we be our sister's keeper. This is the time we hold our hands and come back stronger. That's what I say.
For South Africa, they will continue from where they left off in the second half of the first leg in Accra.
We're going to work on our shortcomings, and then stick to our strength, and then make sure that we also don't concede goals, and then we, basically work on our shortcomings, and then also give everything because of his home advantage. But we're not going to be complacent that we scored 2 goals in Ghana, and the next game is going to be obvious. I know they're going to come guns blazing because of both teams. They want it, and then we saw today how they play. Because each and every time when they score, when we get a chance, we score. So it was a beautiful game to watch. So it's not going to be an easy game as well.
The Black Princesses have never failed to qualify for a World Cup since their debut in 2010. And for head coach Charles Sampson, he'll be hoping that luck is on their side as they anticipate a final round of qualifier against one of Uganda or Zambia. From the Accra Sports Stadium, Lawrence Bedu.
My colleague Lawrence Bedu with that report from the Accra Sports Stadium. The president of Ghana Athletics, Baf Hussein, has thrown his weight behind government's decision to levy athletes to support the sports fund. According to him, other federations across the continent often have athletes paying as much as 30% of money they make to the federations for the development of sports in their country. Hence, government's decision to ask athletes to contribute to the fund is the right way.
All we need is to give them the support. That is what the sports fund is coming to solve for us.
Okay. But hopefully by that time it will be operational, right?
And I think it will be operational in 2027. Yes, but it's hopeful situation that we are excited about that. Once it comes to operational, most of our challenges will be solved to level with administration and good governance. That is where the ministry and the NSA need to crowd their whip.
But your athletes will need to contribute to the fund, though.
No, it's there. When you go to Kenya, Ethiopia, the winning bonuses of athletes, they pay 30% to the federation. That's why the Kenya and Ethiopia federation are very rich. Sometimes they can even charter fly for their own athlete. Yes, they're very rich.
In fact, Fedman Omanyala, there was a chartered flight that took him to Oregon for the World Champions. Yeah,
yes, from the federation. Because the athletes winning bonuses, they take 30% of it. If you go and win $100,000 and you're going to pay 30% of $100,000 to your federation.
$70,000.
$70,000. And the Kenya, the number of athletes that wins international competitions are more than 50. So that make the, if you go and see Kenya office, a store building, very beautiful.
Bahar Husseini is president of Ghana Athletics. Borussia Dortmund, a club in Germany, they have launched an academy in Ghana. And if you want your child to get access to it, you need to pay between 1,500 euros to 2,500. My colleague Abdul Karim Beni was at the launch of the academy in Accra. Has more in this report.
The event attracted dozens of football enthusiasts, including officials from the German club, former Ghana internationals, and media personalities. The academy, established in partnership with Accra Shooting Stars FC, operates on a pay-to-play model, but also offers scholarships for needy yet talented players aged 6 to 18. Academy Director of Football, Teddy Hiaji, highlighted how parents can enroll their wards.
To be able to register, we invite everyone to go to our social media pages, Instagram and Facebook, BVBIA Ghana, where you find the links for our registration. So understanding that this is a pay-to-play model, it's kind of targeted towards people who can afford to pay, but we cannot neglect the really talented boys and girls in the local communities in Ghana. So what we do is we host trials, justifies, sometimes go into their local communities and invite them to join these trial sessions. We hand select the very talented kids, and then the fees from the pay-to-play players subsidizes the fees for the scholarship kids. So on every team of 20 players, you'd have 15 players who are pay-to-play players, and then you have 5 players who are scholarship players as well. So in general, you're looking from the ages of U8 through U19, you're looking at anywhere between 1,500 euros to 2,500 euros.
Soon after the launch, Dortmund's head of football academy, Florian Inversen, and academy head of coaching, Michael Rutten, supervised a coaching clinic for about 40 kids at Achimota School, where the academy is based. Speaking after the session, Rutten promised it is going to be a long-term project.
Oh yeah, long term. So I think it's important to start early to give the kids an environment to train and play in, which is by our standards and with our constant support. So I can promise we are not here just one time for the opening and then you won't see anybody from Dortmund anymore. Yeah, it is possible. I mean, there are different ways. So the first thing is, which is very important for us, we bring the coaches to Dortmund. So they see everything, the facilities, the venues, they meet all the other people in charge to get better as coaches. Or better in the BVB way as coaches. Then we have selectional trips. So we select the players from our academies, bring them to Dortmund together. And also we have experience trips. So we basically have offers for everyone to experience Dortmund and the stadium, the city, and everything we're doing on ground.
Some participants also shared their thoughts on the experience.
My name is Cyril from IAC FC, and I am so excited to be part of this BVB clinic, and I am looking for more in future.
It has been a great opportunity for my boys to participate in this BVB clinic, and I think they have learned a lot as a kids coming up. When these kids get these opportunities like this, they exploit to the world.
Enrollment for the maiden cohort is ongoing, with information sessions and football camps planned in cooperation with local schools.
Now let me take you to England and bring you highlights. Oh, before that, let's talk about the FA Cup. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, the FA Cup defending champion. They've been eliminated from the competition after suffering 4-2 penalty defeat to Adriana Stars. Meanwhile, Midiama S3, they have made it through after defeating Samatex. These are the results of matches that happened. At Prime Devices won by 4-0 against the Chimane 11 Wonders. That game was played on the 6th. That was Friday. And on Saturday, of Nations FC winning 2-1 against Pedro All Blacks. Midiama SC drew 0-0 against Samatex, but they were able to make it to the next phase with a 4-2 penalty shootout victory. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, their game against Adriana Stars also ended 0-0, but they lost by 4-2. Dreams FC won 4-2 against Inter Allies. True Life lost 2-3 to Hearts of Lions. Techiman Liberty Youth won 3-0 against Real Tamale United. And Brekum Chelsea won 1-0 against Tamale City. So these were the results of matches in the FA Cup. So the teams that have made it to the last 8 of the competition, which is the quarter-final phase, will know when these matches will be happening when the Ghana Football Association finally announces that. But Kumasi Asante Kotoko, who are the defending champions, they have been eliminated.